Now, for students who have difficulty with spelling, and you've tried everything you can, and they're just having a really hard time learning their spelling words, this is a really helpful tool. Now, you can use the same method that I'm about to show you with the All About Spelling board, or you can use it with foam letters, any way that you want to help them. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to give your child different strategies to help them visualize a word. Okay, so first you tell them, you put a word in front of them, like whatever word that they're struggling with. And you say, all right, I want you to look at this word and I want you to take a mental picture. Ready? Let's take a picture. And you can even model taking a picture like with a camera. Click, click. All right, now close your eyes. And when they close their eyes, you mess up the letters. And then you say, okay, all the letters are messed up. I want you to spell this word from the start. What's the first sound you hear in cat? So they may find this one. All right, cat. What's that second sound you hear? What's the middle sound? Cat. They may do this. If they don't, help them. All right, what's the last sound? And then they'll push this one over for you. Now, it's hard to tell which one is which. There you go. All right, cat. They may need to do this a few times to get it right. Okay, you're done for the day. If not, and they're still doing well with it, mess it up again and have them try that again. Okay, get a mental picture. Take another picture. Click, click. All right, close your eyes. You mix it up and you have them spell it again. When they can spell this word easily and quickly, forward. Then say, all right, now we're gonna make a little trickier. Let's see if you can do it. What's the last sound? And I'm gonna model for you first. We're gonna spell it backwards, but we're not really gonna spell it backwards. We're gonna start it with the last sound, and then the middle sound, and then the first sound. So it still says cat, right? You don't wanna do this. This will utterly and completely confuse them. But you start with the last sound, then the one that goes right before it, and then this one. Do you see that? Now, once they can do that, they can do it forward and they can do it backwards. We mix it up again. And now, what is the middle sound in cat? Hopefully they find this one. All right, and you can choose whether you want the middle or the ending sound. And you can ask them, what's the first sound? What goes in front of the A? All right, cat, what's the last sound? Here we go. So now what you've done, you've had them take that mental picture that they took in their brain with their eyes, and they've done it forward, and they've done it backward, and they've done it from the middle out. Now, when they can do all of that, then you say, all right, what's the first sound you hear in cat? And let's see if they can say k. What's the next sound? Ah. What's the last sound? T. If they can do that, then you have them grab a pencil and write cat and see if they can do that. Now, this is what we do for words that are tripping up a kiddo. All right. Ones that no matter if you've tried it all the other ways with the spelling game and you've had them write it and you've had them write it in context and it's still not sticking, then they need some extra help. And this is a great strategy to help them take a mental picture. And you might even have them draw a cat around the word that they write on the paper to help them to take that mental snapshot, because that's what they need to be able to pull out of their mind when they go to write the word cat. So this is one of many spelling strategies that you can do with your child if they're having trouble with certain words. Now, let me talk about this in 1 second. So this method of teaching your child to spell, if they are a struggling learner, being able to spell a word from the beginning to the end, from the end to the beginning, from the middle out, being able to say those sounds, k, at, write them with your hand. You have just put it into their mind in many different ways. You've had them take a mental image. You've had them use their hands to do it. You've had them write it. You've had them say it. Lots of different methods. Now, I'm going to caution you not to use this method with a lot of words in one day. I would never do more than 3 words at a time for a struggling speller. Now, it may be that you only do 1 word a day, but think about it this way. Would it be better to give them 10 words and never master any, or 1 word a day, or 1 word every 2 or 3 days that they mastered and really knew until you added another? Now, if you take 180 days in the school year, they've learned and mastered 180 words at the very least. Now, you give them 10 words and they master none. You've conquered nothing. So, let your child be the one that sets the pace. If they learn fast, go for it. Give them lots. Whatever they can handle, let them go with it. But if they are struggling in any way, pull back and give less and let them master what you've taught them. Forward, backward, from the middle out. Say it, write it. Write it in sand. Any way that you can help them learn it. But by any stretch of the imagination, do not give them more than what they personally can handle. Now, that being said, you may have a child that you can give 10 words to a week, and you may have another child that you can give 2 or 3. That is okay. That is the beauty of homeschool. They get to learn mastery at their pace, not at the pace of 20 or 30 kids in the classroom, and then maybe learn something. So that is my advice to you on what pace you should set for your children. They set the pace. You watch how they learn and you keep up with what they can do and what they're successful at, and don't go too fast.